is that?
It's well, obviously, if I don't know if we get it on screen, but we don't think we can. I'll read it out.
Well, just read it, yeah.
It's the Staten Island Soccer Report. Okay.
You're watching the Staten Island Soccer Report! You're watching the Staten Island Soccer Report!
Seguire un sogno, il mio sogno. Quante volte mi hai deluso, non importa, io ci credo. Vivi il mio sogno. Mari, grande amore. Pari nel nostro cuore, non ti lasceremo da sola, facci sognare ancora, facci gridare ancora. Nostro cuore, non ti lasceremo da sola mai. Quanti viaggi con gli amici, tanti posti sconosciuti, tutti uniti innamorati di un sogno. Sempre con orgoglio, anche quando sono stanco, mai nessuno può distruggere il mio sogno. Pari, grande amore, pari, unica e sola. Sognare ancora, facci gridare ancora, pari nel nostro cuore, non ti lasceremo da sola mai. Pari nel nostro cuore, non ti lasceremo da sola mai. Pari nel nostro cuore, non ti lasceremo da sola mai.
All right, welcome to a brand new edition of the Staten Island Soccer Report, coming to you not live, but at least we're on tape from an undisclosed location. So again, thank you to Stefano. I mean, what a fantastic song. I guess you have to be Bades to really understand that song. So again, we're here, show number 146. I mean, I don't know, where's it gone? Like 146 shows. It's and counting. So we're going to keep doing this, like I've always said, until I'm able to. And all right, just want to start off like we always do, and as everyone knows, as far as youth soccer goes on Staten Island, and I'm sure the other boroughs too. A lot of indoor stuff going on. It's either training, maybe a one-day tournament, or maybe even like a season, an indoor season, right? So that's basically pretty much what's going on right now. And, pretty soon we'll be outdoors. We've had a pretty good, I'm not going to even say it, so I'm not going to say nothing about, whatever that white stuff is, but we're not going to jinx it. So we'll just keep quiet at that. All right. Like I said, nothing much really going on. I do want to say thank you to everyone that voted for my show. CTV is having an award ceremony in March, and we had a couple of weeks of voting here. So I want to thank everyone that voted. Hopefully, we could come away with an award for the show. Although, we deserve something here. We've been doing this for, since 2012 here. So hopefully we get something. If not, we'll keep chugging away, and we'll keep doing the shows. It's always nice to be acknowledged for something, But I got to thank all the fans, all my, on the Facebook side, who I reached out to, sent messages to everyone. And again, I thank you all for voting. And let's keep our fingers crossed, see what happens with that. All right, body. We'll get right into body. As you can see, I'm wearing a jersey. Sitting. Let's just look at the standings right away, and they're sitting pretty. And I say sitting pretty because they're in third place right now. Technically a tie for third, but still I'll call it third place. And, they got a big game coming up this weekend, Brescia, and it's a must win. They have to get the 3 points out of this game. Brescia is in 18th place. I'm looking down at the standing. I should actually have a clipboard where I could just, keep it up. But anyhow, Brescia's in 18th place. I'm sorry, 19th. Okay? They got 25 points. Body's sitting with 40. And it's a must win as far as you got to get the points because of where they are in the standings. And I know you can't take them for granted. We all know that stuff. We're not talking about, listen, we always respect your opponent, but you got to win the game. You got to get the 3 points. I mean, we've had 10 draws already. 10 ties, 10 draws. Okay, let's get some wins. All right, we're gonna need them coming down the stretch here, especially when we're playing the top two teams, which Frosinone and Genoa are on top. Right, we're gonna need to beat them. To stay. Right now, I don't think first place is going to be reachable for us. Frasinone's got 55 points, so they're 15 points ahead of us. All right, I don't know if we can make up the 15 points there, and that's due to us having 10 draws. Okay, 10 ties. So you got to win Saturday when we play Super Mario's former team, Brescia. Okay, the last time Bari played Brescia in Bari, San Nicolo Stadium, I believe it was 6-2. Don't call me, but I believe it was 6-2. All right, so Bari's sitting, again, the goal right now, I would imagine, if I'm coaching this team, if I'm managing this team, the goal has to be second place because if we can clinch second, and it's not going to be easy, okay, there's a lot of teams hovering around, and our arch enemy has got right back into the mix of things, Palermo. So if we could clinch second place by the end of the season here, and the only way you're going to do it, buddy, is win games, okay? You got to win the games. Clinch second place, and you got an automatic ticket to Serie A, okay? You don't have to play the playoffs. We all know how tough it is to play the playoffs. All right. Last season, when Body came in from Serie C, they won that division. They won Serie C. There was no playoffs involved. So make it easy on yourselves. Win the games now. Get the 3 points. Okay. And let's clinch second place. Really, once and for all. Let's do something the right, the easy way. Let's take it not easy, really, but let's just do it that way. Okay, let's take second place. All right, I don't want to be stressing over a freaking a playoffs. In like May and June, whenever the playoffs start. It's probably going to be late May. So anyway, okay, as far as Body goes, last week, Calgary trailing again. They start the game off. I don't think they were ready to play. I don't think they were ready. I mean, that's just my feel on it. All right, so they scored a goal within the first minute. All right, maybe it was technically the second minute of the goal was scored. So Body comes out of the, right into the game, and they're not even ready to play. They're down 1-0, and they're chasing the game the whole way until about maybe the 90th minute, if not extra time. They were awarded a penalty kick, which it was a foul in the box. Okay, so it was a foul, and sure enough, we got the goal to escape at home with a 1-1 draw. All right, so Body, please, let's get the 3 points on Saturday. Let's get the 3 points, and at the very least, status quo, meaning we'll stay where we are. Hopefully, if General loses, we could pick up some ground on them, and I'm going to check to see if when General is playing. All right, just give me 10 seconds here. Pull it right up, and then we'll move on from Serie B life. All right, the table here. Genoa is playing Spal, so it's not, But then again, you never know. Spal's on the bottom of the table. Genoa was lucky to draw against Modena, right? 2-2. They were lucky in that game. They kind of, slipped a little bit playing on the road. But I don't know if that's going to happen in 2 weeks in a row. And they're playing at home this time against Spal, who is coached by the former Roma De Rossi. All right, so let's just take a quick look at the table here. Genoa's got 43. So if Spal somehow upsets Genoa, we could actually tie for second place. So it's a big weekend coming up. Like I said, at the very least, let's get the win and keep pace with Genoa. Let's not give them any slack because we got to play them one more time at their place. And that's going to be a tremendous, a huge. I mean, you could say what you want about it. The biggest game probably of the season as far as keeping hopes alive for clinching second place. All right, enough with Body, enough with Serie B. Good luck to them. I'm wearing their jersey, and we'll see what happens next weekend. All right, real quick, Champions League actually just ended. Napoli and Frankfurt. The interesting game was today. I think it was Real Madrid trailing in that game 2-0. And they came back to win 5-2. They scored 5 straight games. Of course, these games have a second leg coming up. So Real Madrid 5, Liverpool 2. Napoli, I believe, went final. They were up 2-0. I have to double check that here. Champions League. Let's take a real. Yep, 2-0 and 5-2 were the 2 scores for today. Tomorrow we got Inter Milan, FC Porto. And then you got the Red Bulls and Man City. Both games are on tomorrow, Wednesday, February 22nd. Okay, so that takes care of the Champions League real quick. Okay, we're going to show some videos. I got some highlights from the U.S. women's national team. We'll get into that after I just finish up the standings for Serie A and the Premier League. And then, of course, another Cosmo treat. All right, we got a very special treat for the Cosmo fans. I know there's one big Cosmo fan out there. And then we're going to do another one of those my journey type of clips that I showed last month from for Mallory Pugh and Sophia Smith. So I'm going to show a little clip of that and how she got to the national team and her journey there. Okay, so let's just go right quickly through because time really 17 minutes in already. Okay, so Napoli looks like again 62 points into 47. I don't know if they can make up ground there. So it looks like Napoli is coasting through the season here. They've been in first place from the beginning and haven't looked back. All right. We all know Juventus was deducted 15 points. They have climbed back to 7th. They were in 10th a couple weeks ago to 32 points. All right. So they want what they want to do. They're 10 points. Oh yeah. They want to get into the Champions League, but right now maybe they'll probably take the UEFA if they could just continue winning some games. They are 9 points out of that spot. All right. So Italian Serie A, Napoli leading the way from the beginning. The Premier League, a little interesting here. Arsenal first place, sitting at we got 54 points. Man City 52, Man United 49, and Tottenham 42. And you can even add Newcastle. So you have 5 teams. I think it's still a 5-team race. Well, maybe not Newcastle, but a 4-team race it could still be in the Premier League with Arsenal right now leading the way. And anything can happen there, So that's definitely not over like it is in Serie A, in my mind, at least. At least my opinion is it's over in Serie A. Napoli is going to actually win the Scudetto. So, okay, that wraps up the Premier League standings. There's a lot of games going on professionally. We got the MLS starting up this Saturday, right? So let's talk about the MLS real quick. They made some changes to their playoff format. I believe now it's going to be all right, so they're going to have the top 9 teams making the playoffs. The top 7 are in the first round, where it's going to be the best of 3. All right, then you got the top 7 first round. Then you got seeds 8 and 9 are going to play a wild card game, which I like. I guess it keeps a lot more teams alive. And it's obviously not like Europe where you play a season and the top team is a champion. We do things a little different here in the States, but, it's okay. So, again, we got the top 7 in each conference automatically qualified to round 1, best of 3. Sorry, not best of 7. Forget it. And then seeds 8 and 9 in each conference will qualify for the Audi 2023 MLS Cup playoff wild card matches. Okay? So, I think it's a good thing. You're going to get more. You're going to get an extra 2 games there, right? The Audi 2023 MLS Cup playoff wild card. That's just 2 games. 2 single game elimination matches hosted by the highest seed. If the score is tied at the end of regulation, no extra time will be played. Teams will participate in kicks from the penalties. Okay, so if those 8 and 9 seeds are tied after the 90 minutes is played, we're going to penalty kicks. No extra time. All right, the winner of each wild card match will advance to round 1 of the best of 3. Okay, and they're going to end up playing. Obviously, they'll be playing the number 1 seed. So, but you know what? We've seen it in the past where it really doesn't matter what seed you are, and it probably goes for any other sport. Seeding is really doesn't tell the whole story. All right, so MLS starting this weekend. Again, I got the NYCFC logo in the back, and of course, I'll be supporting them throughout the season, like I always do. And good luck to NYCFC. Good luck to the MLS. They're trying. they're trying to bring players over. There was talk about Messi coming here, but who knows if that's going to actually happen after he's done at PSG. After he's done, we'll see. Hopefully it does. I was hoping Ronaldo would, but the guy just signed a tremendous contract. So, all right, MLS. There's really not much more to talk about other than they're starting their preseason had just ended, and they start the season in a few days. All right, so stay tuned for highlights and updates from the MLS. Okay, the She Believes tournament is underway, and they already played 2 games. All right, we have. Let's see what we got. We got the standings here. Let's take a quick look at the standings. We know that Canada just beat Brazil. That was on Sunday, 2-0. All right, so the United States is 2-0 with 3 goals and no goals against, and in first place right now. So they technically just need a point in their game against Brazil to win this tournament. All right, and again, like I've always said in the past, Mallory, I'll call her Pugh by her maiden name, not a married name. She is the face of this national team. Like people want to put faces on it, right? She's the face, in my opinion. You know what? Sophia Smith is not playing in this tournament, but I think you could put her there too. I really think you could put both of them. Usually it's one player, but I think you could put both faces, for this national team. They're going to lead the way here for the next, who knows, 10, 12 years, whatever it may be. And, we got a World Cup coming up in July. And, it's gonna be a great year for women's soccer. I believe the United States is the favorite. And, it's up to them. It's their tournament. If they want it, go get it. And if they all put their heads to it, focus and go down and win this tournament, they could do it. All right. So as far as this tournament goes, United States on top, 6 points, 2-0, beating Canada and Japan. Canada 2-0, Japan 1-0. I tell you that Japan game, they gave the United States all kinds of trouble. But mind you, the United States didn't have their regulars in there. They're trying out, which is good. And it's always good to see when you don't have your starters, right? And your so-called backups out, right? The so-called back come in and win the game for you. You're in good shape. And I don't care what you say or who you are, what coach, you're in great shape. Okay. So the United States sitting pretty 2-0, 6 points, 3 goals for, 0 goals against. Canada's in second place. All right. They need to actually win this game and score about 4 or 5 goals, and the U.S. has to get shut out against Brazil. So, I mean, the United States just needs a point, and they'll clinch the She Believes tournament once again. All right. As far as this game, I do have a clip that I'm going to show, and then we'll move on from that. Okay. So stay tuned for some highlights of the United States She Believes tournament. And there you go. Okay, there you go. You just saw the journey of Sanchez, U.S. national team. Also, her club team is with the Washington Spirit. Let me just do again. I'm doing triple duties here: directing, producing. So let's just okay. So again, good luck to her. I think she's gonna have a great career with the U.S. national team. She's definitely dedicated and fired up to get onto this national team and make the roster. I expect to see her in the World Cup on that roster for the World Cup. Absolutely expected to see it. And listen, I know there's hard decisions you got to make. You have some plays that you're probably going to have a couple plays that are going to be left off that deserve to be there, but you can only take a certain amount, and we got to just make the right selections. Okay. All right. That being said, I just want to touch on something that I forgot to about the MLS. All right, they came out with their rankings, not rankings, predictions on winning the 2023 MLS Cup. Let me just see if I could slide over here. Okay, just do this again. There you go. So I definitely want to see what New York City FC is going to be like. Again with all these new players. I mean, they're going to obviously play more of their younger players that they've had right here in the past. So they're going to come up and maybe be starters, but they didn't really add any big names. I guess Magno's going to have to take charge. Score some goals for us. He's going to have to be the goal scorer. And we really took a hit. NYCFC lost a lot. They probably lost the most players in one off season than any other team. All right, I know Toronto. They did a whole rebuild. They took our goalkeeper there. So we're gonna have to face him a couple of times, Sean Johnson. But the good thing about that is we know his weakness, right? Because he's been here for 7 years, and the players that are still here know where to shoot on him. So it's going to be interesting with NYCFC. Of course, they just won a cup 2 years ago. So they're going to want to get back there, taste that, get that feeling again, and see, we'll see how it goes with them. Let's take another look at this. Let's go down the list here. let's put this back up here. The treat. Let's give you guys a treat for the New York Cosmo fans out there, and I know we got a few that watch the show, so we're gonna give them a little bit of a treat here. Let's take that. Oh, let's take that out of there. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna play a Cosmo video, and this is basically like the end, like the Pele, a couple of playoff games that they played. So, something I found on the internet that we're going to play it. Again, we're a soccer show, and I like to also acknowledge the past, the players that played in the past, and of course the current players, and also the future players, like on the U.S. Women's National Team. Now, as far as the men's team go, reason why I didn't pull much stuff up on the men's team is because everything is just they just tore everything up as far. Now this is management. Now we need a coach. We need everything. Director, sports director. Get it straight, please, guys. Get it straight. We've got a World Cup coming here. All right, let's get this thing fixed ASAP. Okay, this is the reason why I didn't dig anything up for the U.S. Men's team. But anyhow, let's stick to the positives and let's show a clip of the New York Cosmos. All right, and the
I think the way I
Cosmos,
describe her.
the Cosmos did get that last victory, and they did make the playoffs back in 1977. Again, acknowledging the past, and the present and the future of soccer. We got about a minute to go. I just want to wrap up here. Stay tuned. Again, we did the hoodies. I still got a couple left. We're gonna do T-shirts. We're just giving away Staten Island Soccer Report T-shirts again. And if any youth needs soccer equipment, reach out to us on the Facebook side of things. Send me a message on Facebook, Instagram, and also TikTok. So we're on TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. Shoot us a message if you're in need of soccer equipment for any youth, okay, playing this beautiful game. Just stay tuned. I thank everybody once again for voting. Hopefully, we could pull out a win here with this award and receive an award for this show. Thank everyone for watching. 146 shows is amazing. We're going to continue talking about this. I'll be in the studios, time and time again. If not, I'll record from home. But I intend to have some guests coming on, some coaches in the very near future. So again, I thank everybody for watching the show. Stay tuned, and remember, practice, 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 and respect this beautiful game that we call soccer. Okay, guys, we'll see you on the next show. Guys, we're going to wrap up the show. Thank you again for watching. Stay tuned for another Staten Island Soccer Report in about 30 days.
Hey, Johnny, talk. Everybody listens.